And we start in Uganda. President Yoweri Museveni says his country must change its investment policies in order to achieve speedy economic growth. In his first speech to Parliament since being re-elected, President Museveni says his government was moving to support local industries to encourage people and institutions to buy locally produced products.
I have talked to our importers. These policy changes or evolutions should not take 1 year. We can face them. We can face them, but they must be triggered. Otherwise, we shall be slaves. We shall continue to run a supermarket for foreign products, and we call it a country.
Well, let's get some insight into today's State of the Nation address. Michael Baleke now joins us in Kampala. Michael, welcome to the show. Now, President Museveni, he actually just won quite a controversial 2016 election. This, of course, is not his first State of the Nation. What were the expectations this time around? And, of course, what were the takeaways from today's address?
Well, you're right, Uche. This is the first presidential address since the controversial election in February. Well, the tough-talking President Museveni today appeared more calm as he delivered his maiden speech. But top on the expectation list was the move to protect Uganda's economy. That was the most important issue. The economy has slowed down over the past 24 months with a major depreciation of the national currency. President Museveni says this is because Uganda imports more than it exports, and is calling for a fast policy change. The other expectations, the cost of electricity, of course, and President Museveni says, of course, this issue. More dams are coming on board, and this is expected to bring down the cost of electricity. On the issue of security, you know, many investors actually pulled out of the country before the election period, and they thought Uganda may actually sink and get in, probably Uganda may not be safe and probably would get into war. But President Museveni has come out strongly saying this cannot happen to Uganda. But Uche, just to let you know that, of course, some of the takeaways are that, well, Museveni has said this before, and only time will tell if he's going to achieve these new promises.
Now, like you mentioned, economic growth has slowed down in the country. Of course, huge public investment programs are supposed to spur that growth. Now, what about growing the private sector activity in Uganda? That is expected to drive growth going forward. What did Museveni say about changing policies in these areas?
Which President Museveni says that the biggest issue has been delays in starting business. People who want to move, who want to move and start and make business decisions. This has been the biggest problem. Delay in making investment decisions by government officials. And he has said this has to be quickened. Many businesses in Uganda are operating below capacity because, like I said, electricity and the cost of money and the depreciating shilling. Most raw materials are imported into the country, so you'll have to tag in the issue of the petrol prices because Uganda is a landlocked country. But, well, he believes that this, by supporting the local companies, he has ordered, of course, the government to buy local, only local, and also encourage people to buy local. And he believes this will actually move forward the country in the coming years.
Now, Michael, you actually mentioned the fact that he said some of these things in his past State of the Nation addresses. So far, what has been the reaction to his plan for the country going forward?
Which the reactions have been mixed a bit. Some people say President Museveni has been around for quite some time, and the things he's talking about are not new, and they should have been addressed some time back. Others are optimistic. They say this time around President Museveni seems to be addressing the key issues, the key problems of Uganda, and actually they believe he's providing new solutions, and new solutions will take the country forward. Of course, in just a few days taking office, he has already ordered an arrest and investigation of corrupt officials who stole money that was supposed to build 5,000 kilometers of roads in Uganda. They believe this is progress, but for now, only time will tell.
Well, thank you so much for those insights. Of course, Michael Baleke joining us in Kampala.